somebody to step up. Jayla Torrance could be that person for the Crimson Tide. She's going to throw in the high 60s.
Team coming off of a season where she hit .233 and sends that in the air to right field, and Pruitt has a beat on it. 2 pitches to retire the shortstop.
But that's the way that she wants to run her program and trying to develop series.
On a strike to Kennedy Searcy, and she lasers that over to the right side, but Cahalan ready for it and puts it away for the second out.
Saturday afternoon.
Alabama with a
Last year she hit .425 with runners in scoring position, so she's also got that clutch gene.
She grounds it to Prangy at third, and the inning is over. Torrance for Sarah Willis.
Yes, Sarah Willis, a huge addition to this UCF.
Marty Abazishan, the umpire, at third. Grounder gets past the dive of Williams at shortstop. And a 2-strike hold. Wanting to come in because she's an Alabama native. She wanted to coaches, players, recruits alike. 2-1 pitch to Williams at short. Her turn to second. One. The relay on to first. Where she played 2019 to 2021. And last year,
70 miles an hour.
Shipman rips that out toward left field. It's off the base of the wall, over Elliott's head. Prangy into third.
For her, if she's being very selective, she gets barrel on contact often.
Great weekend. 4 days, 40 games of high-level softball. Stays in state, just taking a big step up in levels. Right field, Chloe Evans on the move, makes the catch. The Tide, Sarah Willis is their starting pitcher today from Washington, and pitching was one of the biggest spots that UCF wanted to address in the portal. That pitch tailing off the plate, but
she's now the head coach at a new school, and there's just all these strange dynamics of players.
Gophers opened their season in Orlando last year. Back-to-back strikeouts here from Torrance. And neither of her strikeouts.
Torrance.
So it's a returner, Shannon Doherty. First pitch, pops it to second. Cahalan with the squeeze. And trouble in the first. Got out of it with a strikeout. And liner into center field. A leadoff single for Jenna Johnson. Tied her 2 for 2. Getting leadoff hit.
At least the 70 mile an hour and the 60 mile an hour. So pick one of those.
But then there's the person who's going to zoom by you at 100 miles an hour. That's not me. Slow roller for Williams. Good opportunity here. Evans on to first, and it's a 6-4-3 double play for Broadfoot and Hensley. Another one, a transfer from Ball State. There's in the Crimson Tide second. She induces yet another slow roller. That's a good sign for her. Willis keeps it a scoreless game. As we heard from the voice of Michelle Smith earlier, looking back at years past of this is the hottest ticket in town here in the early going. Aubrey Evans, the Crimson Tide go. They are a big draw.
World Series here at the end. And Jayla Torrance is giving this crowd a show here today. Yeah, and you know she's got 7 swing and misses today, and that's something.
Pruitt's on the run. It's a home run. Olivia Elliott, the freshman from Tampa, goes yard. UCF 1-0 over Alabama.
Keep your composure. You give up that big home run to the 9-hole hitter. You got the top of the lineup coming in their performance earlier today based upon what we saw in that post-game talk. And to have somebody step up like that is awesome.
Williams going for 2. 2021, she was on the American Conference All-Rookie team, even though
lefty bat hitting that 2 spot.
Bouncing ball through the middle. It's a base hit. Williams around from second to score. The Knights double their lead.
It's because you can give your hitters a chance to put a run on the board with a simple base hit. This gets by Callie Haviland, at shortstop, and the bubble, I don't possible limit the amount of work that Montana Fouts is going to have to do.
Jada Cody puts a good swing on it, sent Hensley back first. She's on the move in. And she singled back in the first. That's right to Evans. I love this note.
Practice and you go out and hit a monster home run and your team.
Willis behind 2-0 on Prengy, who reached on a fielder's choice. First time singles with a ball kicking up some dirt up the middle here. 2-out base hit.
Final little oomph of power can be the difference between a home run and a flyout.
Which is what Shipman does as she golfs it to right, and the inning comes to an end. He sent 6 batters to the plate in the third, scored 2.
Olivia Elliott
puts Hensley on the move, and the ballpark can't hold it. Savannah Adams with UCF 3-0 over Alabama.
We saw the power potential from this UCF team in their game against Michigan. Hands to this ball, covering the outside corner of the plate and tattooing this thing deep to center field. Jayla Torrance, 62 to 64 miles an hour with a nice drop ball. She's got a
last year hit .318 with 11 home runs. I'm gonna let the ground thaw first. Evans strokes a single. Back-to-back base hits for UCF, top 4.
Out.
Game, let alone in back-to-back plate appearances. So after the wild pitch, it's another wild pitch, up and in. It gets Doherty, who will shake that off. It's all up to Salter at this point. Saw Montana Fouts in the bullpen earlier. Their bullpen is empty right now, and that's the first out
for this Alabama team. You know, it's early in the year, and I think everybody gets concerned
on her own behalf. Here with 2 aboard and 1 out. Ground ball left side. This one, the plate is just a little bit high, and it's 4-0 UC.
Aggressive base running here from UCF, and for playing in, but because this takes her away and because she's got to move a couple feet, help her out and say one, go one.
Part of the jump from high school ball to college ball. Everything happens a lot faster. And Olivia L. Great bait. 2-1 pitch. She got under it. Hensley converging. And she speeds in front of Pruitt. For the
come up a little bit better this season so far and come up with some.
And Willis gets the fly ball to center field. Searcy, 1 away.
She's got some pop in her bat. And that loud bat. Can't pitch around her.
Broad foot, hard liner that sinks past Jazz Williams at short. Johnson in the air to second, and as Evans converged, broad foot for 2 strikes, gets the outcome she wants.
But those are really the only hard hit balls that we've seen today from
Evelyn, center field. And that ball is gone! Just enough to clear the fence.
Evelyn drifting and drifting. Look at 2 runs on the board. Get Alabama some life back in this ball game.
In our interview with Pat Murphy. And now Willis too far inside there on Hensley. Upstairs ball 1, and the throw off target. Stolen base try successful there. And that not far off from the Crimson Tide held off the Blue Devils. Fell yesterday to UCLA. DeVoe in danger of loading the bases as she misses high ball 4. And wriggle out of trouble here in the last of the 4th. And that hitter on the elbow guard with the bases loaded.
That's an easy run for the Tide, and it's exactly what you don't want to do. You go up 4.
Shipman, ground ball, base hit. She plates 2, and Alabama has the lead. 5-4 Crimson telling in the cleanup spot, who is 0 for 2. First pitch, right field, and it's Evans. The coach says it.
Out of this ball game, and they're going to have an opportunity to come back as well to show their fight, to show their.
2-0, Jada Coates through it, gives it a ride, center field, and we are tied. 5-5.
Run number 17,
Jada Cody showing exactly why.
Fastball being less prevalent in her arsenal this year. What goes?
That's going to challenge the barrels of the opposing hitters. So she moved on to getting more movement on her pitches. The rise ball.
Well, those pitches there to Adams. You had one at the knees, one. And Evans chases.
The expectation level is going to be a lot higher.
2-1 on over to first. And right to Doherty. And they were limited to 4. Chloe Evans on the call, right field, and it gets away from her. It falls down to the turf. Felton induces the pop-up on the 1-2. It's put away by Williams. They grounded out, hit by a pitch. Later came in to score. 2 strikes, 2 outs. See if Johnson is on the move. She runs. The pitch is a called third strike. And the log, you would imagine, in extras. UCF and Duke going to the 10th. 1-2 from Fouts. Down in the dirt. And as Shipman picks it up, UCF gets the runner over anyway. Cersei earlier today. Last year going into the American Conference. Well, the second time doesn't necessarily make it any easier. Go ahead run on at third.
Out right now. You don't want to give her any free passes, Montana Fouts. You want to see her lay down a bunt, and if she doesn't get the bunt down on this next pitch or next...
Shield their eyes from the sun as it sets beyond the outfield wall. And this is in the air, deep right field. It's Evans going back. She makes the catch. Johnson from second tags and heads over to
Coach Murphy going to the bench to try and get a slapper, somebody that's going to put the ball in play.
The 8th at second, moved over on the Heveland sac fly. Bouncer, and that's your ball game. White wins it with a chopper over the circle to score. Johnson from third.
Doing her job. She knows that if she can ground and pound, get the ball to hit the dirt,